Before the block gave me a name, pain had already recruited me. Before the code gave me orders, fear had already trained me. Before the enemy asked for my life, he studied every wound and taught me to call bondage survival. Tonight, I resign. I can trace it to the hallway, to the shouting through the wall, to the hunger and the silence, to the nights nobody called, to the first hand that protected me, then taught me what to hate, to the moment being chosen made destruction feel like fate. Pain said, never show them weakness. Fear said, control every room. Pride said, if they ever cross you, make the whole world feel the wound. So I carried every order like commandments in my chest. Built a kingdom out of trauma, then called panic being blessed. I was recruited by the damage long before I knew the game. The streets only gave a uniform to the war that knew my name. Recruited by pain, enlisted by fear, promoted by anger. Year after year, I wore every wound like a chain with a crown. But Jesus found the man that the code buried down. Recruited by pain, but I will not die employed. The darkness used my history. Now the contract is destroyed. I remember every brother who believed the lie I sold. Every younger set of shoulders I convinced the rage could hold. Every mother by a casket, every child who learned my stare. Every room where my example taught the wounded not to care. I cannot rewrite the record, cannot bring the missing home. Cannot wash away the damage by pretending I have grown. But repentance is not language, it is turning while I breathe. It is taking back the influence I once handed to the thief. I will not demand forgiveness, I will not erase the cost. I will stand beside the living and go searching for the lost. Pain explained my entrance. Pride prolonged my stay, but neither one gets to rate my end. Recruited by pain, enlisted by fear, promoted by anger year after year. I wore every wound like a chain with a crown, but Jesus found the man that the code buried down. Recruited by pain, but I will not die employed. The darkness used my history. Now the contract is destroyed. I know the code of the block, know the pull of the name. Know the hunger for respect when the whole world brings shame. Know the loyalty feels sacred when your blood is not there. Know the first one who protects you starts to feel like a prayer. I will never mock the reason wounded people drain the range. Never speak like I was better, never spit upon the pain. But I will tell them what the darkest never printed in the deal. Every favor has a payment, every false stone has a seal. It will take your sleep, take your child, take the years behind the wall. Take the people who believe you, then convince you that is all. That is not destiny, that is recruitment through grief. That is hell using survival to disguise itself as peace. I break agreement with the lie that rage is all I have. I break agreement with the lie that mercy makes me weak. I break agreement with the lie that my past owns my children. I break agreement with the lie that Jesus cannot reach men like me. The code had my obedience, pain had my identity, fear had my decisions, but Jesus has my yes. No choir in the alley, no spotlight through the rain. Just a man who finally understands who profited from pain. I said, Jesus, take the anger I can worshipped all these years. Take the pride that built the fortress, take the tongue that made from fear. Teach my fist to guard the living, teach my voice to tell the truth. Teach me how to lead the hardened without hating what they do. Let the ones I once recruited seek another kind of strength. Let my life become the evidence that darkness has an end. Then the streets stay just as concrete, and the night stay just as cold. But something changed authority deep inside my soul. Recruited by pain, enlisted by fear, promoted by anger year after year. I wore every wound like a chain with a crown, but Jesus raised the man that the code buried down. Recruited by pain, now redeemed with the choice. The enemy once used me, now I recognize his voice. Recruited by pain, but the contract is tonight. I will go back for the captives and lead them toward the light. Pain recruited me, the streets renamed me, the code employed me, pride kept me loyal. Jesus told me the truth, I am not what happened to me. I am not the worst thing I did. I am not the name the darkness gave me. Part I ends here, not because the war is over, because now I know who the real enemy is.